Hi, ho, everyone. My name is Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 95. In today's episode, we discuss
Dreams.
That's true, and nightmares. We discuss Suicide Squad without any spoilers. Mainly Rob does, and how he enjoyed it, and how it is on HBO Max, not Go. If you want to watch it for yourself, we discussed what the fudge, man. We really just talked
Halo.
Halo Infinite technical test. I bet there was something else.
Yep.
Oh, the Olympics, as well as some swimming adventures and whatnot. Patreon
There's an
questions
Olympian
as
who
always.
watches the stream. Which Olympian is that?
Yeah, we got an Olympian who got a medal in this Olympics is perhaps listening to this very episode. Pog.
That's Pog.
He was number two. So with that, we'll hop into this episode right after BlueWestlo reads us a review.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the podcast and making us the only 5-star rated podcast in the history of mankind.
True.
We have a review from Deep Green Sea 74. All the flavors. With a combination of Mr. Fruit, Robbie V, and BlueWestlo, this podcast is sweet, salty, and spicy all at the same time. This is the best car listing that I could ask for. By the way, I still watch all of your videos, Mr. Fruit.
Thanks. Oh, what a nice guy. Appreciate you. Thanks for all watching and then consuming all the content. Thanks to our viewers, listeners. Let's get into this episode. Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
MeUndies believes that comfort is about more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin. That's why MeUndies not only uses sustainable, breathable, soft as heck fabric, they also give you endless of styles to choose from. It's total comfort inside and out. Whenever I'm about to play my soccer game, there's literally only one pair of boxer briefs that I like to wear, which are my Morning Dew MeUndies. They feel so great and they're comfortable and they keep everything nice and there, if you know what I mean. Never leave the couch again with MeUndies membership, a monthly subscription that sends new pairs right to your door. Each month, you'll choose from new undies, socks, or a bralette, and pick the style and color, the print that you feel is the most you. Fun, right? Plus, enjoy discounted pricing, free shipping, and exclusive early access to new launches. Love your butt and get the membership. To get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/GG. That's MeUndies.com/GG.
Hi, ho, everyone. No, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GG.
It's been a while. It's been a while since
and we just recorded program, and that's how so I was just like, I was going. I just recorded an intro
You're back
before
in
this.
grind mode. You know, you're back from the honeymoon, back from your spa treatment. I'll have you know, my mom reached out separately and said she was dying at your spa story. She said that was hilarious.
Maybe she understood what was going on. She's like, oh, that's that. But for me, it was just like, not a clue. I was just clueless. But this is episode 95. Apparently, we really threw people for a loop. It was episode 94. We said episode 95. And because of my honeymoon, I uploaded it before 93. So people are like, what is this? That last episode was 92. You're saying it's 95. It's titled 94, and 93 is missing. That was 94. I uploaded 93. I know. That was.
Yeah, it was. I was confused.
It went deep. I looked back and I was like, yeah, how did we mess that up?
Because I saw a comment that was like highlighting that, and I went, oh. I was like, my bad.
93 was with Joey. The audio listeners had it on time, but that was when I was on honeymoon, so I had to come back and get it and put it all together, blah, 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 to upload it. That is now on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Otherwise, on all the audio platforms, it already has been. This is episode 95. We're getting close to that ever looming 100. And that's really all there is for housekeeping. There was a comment saying that I always seem like I'm bored or disinterested because I'm always yawning.
Monotone, you know what I mean?
Well, they're like, he's always like yawning and he's like fidgeting with things.
Pretty disengaged.
Yeah, okay. Well,
maybe he's on crack.
There's really two things to that. Well, the fidgeting, I can't help. I would have to fidget.
Well, that's what I was saying. I'm a fidgeter too. Like I said today for fidgeting, I am holding a thing I use to stuff my joints with. So and I kind of just mess around with it in my hands while I talk.
I still got my blade. And somebody's like, all right, I'm over the butterfly knife. And I'm like, you know what? I'm over you. Okay.
Can you actually do tricks with it now? Are you actually learning, or are you still like cutting a finger off a day?
I mean, I know 2 tricks and I can do them like flawlessly now, but.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
So I normally don't watch PewDiePie videos. And I was watching a PewDiePie video. And he was butterfly knifing. And this was might have been a week after the podcast. Did he inspire your butterfly knife technique, or was this just a pure coincidence?
No, yeah, he did. I was watching a video and he was fidgeting with it, and I was like, and someone, I just saw like a tweet too, like someone doing tricks with it, and he had like a fake one. I didn't realize there were fake ones. Of course there were, but I was like, wait, I can get one where I'm not going to hurt myself, and it's a perfect fidget thing. So like, yes, please. So that's why I got it.
Can you learn the CS:GO trick with the butterfly knife? It's sweet. It's like a full 360, and then he like flicks it out like that.
That one's
it's sweet.
I'll work on that one. Not quite there. But freaking well, one, I yawn. Like literally when I do Pokemon Nuzlocke by myself, there's a joke that I do Poke yawns. Like I literally yawn every episode. I yawn a lot.
Yawn in the Nuzlocke?
Not with Blue. So it must be something when I'm by myself or times I'm recording, because one, I'm usually tired. I have low energy. And then also if I'm yawning, it's not because I'm disinterested.
Well, and the podcast, recording the podcast is different from like recording a 15-minute video or something like that, or something that's totally like, it's a very relaxing different kind of content that you like to do.
And I think it's also a little bit harder. I think it was a little bit easier in person to like, because we're right there, it's easier to just like sit there and be engaged.
Feed off of each other, yeah.
Yeah. Like, think of it like, I'm sure all the people can relate, like taking class on Zoom. It's probably a lot harder to stay focused and not be as tired as it is in the classroom, even if you get tired or whatever in the classroom. Just like
this
that.
This is our going to back to school episode. I just realized a lot of people out there going back to school. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm
sorry. GL.
Dude, have I told you guys that I was talking to Sydney about this, and I think I was talking about the stream about this maybe. And it has to do with school. I don't know about you guys. I have terrible dreams. Like I said, I dream about plane crashes all the time. My newest dream though that is recurring is I'm always in school and I'm always failing. Yep. And I'm always failing. I don't know why. I'm in this never-ending loop of sleeping and being like, hey, teach, like, I'm trying to turn in this, like, math. Hey, Rob, you have, like, a 62% right now, man, and, like, you may not graduate. And it's like, I'm in this existential dread, and then it's like, oh, I have third period English. And I don't know where the fuck that is. Like, what is this place? Like, and I'm failing that, too. And it is literally, like, the worst dreams
There's some deep-seated issues we need to unpack there.
You have those issues, too, Blue?
Yeah. No, I have those exact same dreams. And the thing is, right, like, I'll have dreams where it's just like, so, like, I'll replay, like, a day. Like, my days will go by, like, really quickly. Like, I'm just going through a whole school year. And then, like near the end of my dream, right, I'll just be like, oh, my God. Like, I haven't been to my third period English in, like, a semester. Oh, my God. Like, I haven't even gone to that. Oh my God!
I have to be failing that. Like,
yeah. Like internally, I'm like, oh my God, I'm absolutely failing that. There's no way I'm coming back from that. So then I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, and then it gets worse because then by the time I'm like, I think like this is around the time like my REM is running up, my REM cycle's falling off. Like I'm starting to wake up. At the end, I'm just like, wait a minute, I have a college degree, but then I also get scared. I'm like, oh my God, like I have a college degree, but like I'm failing my high school courses. Like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get hired anywhere. And then like as I'm about to wake up, because like my brain is like slowly like getting wake, it's like, wait a minute, you can all suck my dick. I already have a degree. Peace, fucking losers. And then I wake up and it's okay.
See, I never like in a dream. I'm like, wait, you're dreaming. Like I'm always just like at some point I'm just awake. Like, or like I'll hear like Max meowing, and for some reason if I hear Max meow at any point, it doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m.
That's your kick like Inception.
Yeah, I think Max is in trouble, so like I'm like, Max needs something. Like he wouldn't be meowing if he didn't need something. So that's like I always wake up hearing Max.
For you
Sucks, but it's great.
For you it's meow. For Leonardo DiCaprio it's yeah, it's all the same.
Dude, those dreams just Those dreams
Yeah.
give me so much anxiety, and I hate those
Yeah,
dreams.
you literally perfectly explained it by going like, I haven't been to my English period in 4 months. Like,
Yeah, like
and I'm struggling to
definitely-
pass math right now that I'm focusing on. It's seriously like and then they tell me like, you might not graduate, man. And I'm just like, oh my God, my parents are gonna be so pissed. And then I wake up the next morning and I'm just like, thank God.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
like,
God
thank
Mr. Fruit asked
God.
me to record a YouTube video with him. Thank God. Like,
I don't know what. There has to be like some deep rooted issue why that continues to like, because I have that dream all the time. I have that dream all the time, but like I've gradually like been like, okay, you're dreaming. Like if I'm having a bad dream, like I have gradually been able to.
really?
Obviously, like if I'm deep in sleep, like I will not realize it's a dream. Like I will go through that whole dream, and it will be painful. But like as my body's ready to wake up, like I'll start realizing, okay, it's a dream. But the times I don't realize it's a dream, I'm like, this is the worst. This is literally my least favorite dream. I hate this. This is a nightmare. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't. It must be. I don't know because I did okay in school until like up to college. I just don't know like
Exactly.
why like I have that fear or something now. So that's why like with people going back to school, man, I'm really thinking about you because like it is seriously like school. It can if you make the best of it. There are some great things about school, but there are some shitty things, especially grades.
Yeah,
Oh my-
I can't remember the last time I dreamt about
Had a
school
dream
or
about
anything.
school.
Yeah,
That's
weird.
nice. That must be very cool.
you
I'm
feel probably
so
great,
free.
man.
Well, actually, last night I had a nightmare, so it wasn't very fun.
Okay,
Oh,
Well,
I'm sorry.
Woke up in the middle of the night.
In a sweat or no?
Yeah, I don't remember
Whoa.
what was
You
going on.
always sweat, so-
Yeah, so like that probably was just the huge. I can't remember anything except the very end of it, tail end of it. Like Claire and I were going to bed. I went out to like turn the lights off.
Well, you're going to bed in your dream?
Yeah,
Whoa.
going to bed in our dream.
Great.
And like turn all the lights off in the house. I turn the light off outside of our room. I close the door, and then she like sets the alarm or whatever. But it like as soon as she sets the alarm when we're in bed, it gets like an alert or whatever. I'm like, what? Like that's weird. And we have like little motion sensor camera things that like turn on or like record once it sees motion.
Mhm.
So we're like looking at the feed, and it's like the first floor of our house, and it's detecting like movement or whatever. And so what? So we look at it, and it was like malfunctioning. It was just like a glare coming off like a glass table, and we're like, oh, okay, that's weird.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank God.
right. Oh, that's weird. But then it's like motion detected on the second floor. And we're like, okay, well, it's probably just messing up. And we turn, and as we turn, there's like this woman running right at the motion camera, and she
What?
like looking like something from like the Grudge
Ring or something?
Yeah, or
Oh,
the Ring.
Grudge, okay.
Yeah, either. And she like runs and stuff, and that's when like as soon as that happened, I like jumped out of my dream, and I was sweating, and then I'm sitting there in the dark like I ain't going out there.
I'm in the bedroom. I just
Hey,
had
check
a
the
nightmare.
webcams.
Yeah. Like literally for all that was the weird thing is like literally nothing changed from my dream except I think I woke up. So like it was weird being like, wait, that's not actually happening.
I think we may have talked. Have you guys can you lucid dream? Like, can you fly or like, if you're in a dream, just be like, you know what? Zoo and fly away. Like, can you do that stuff?
Only been like twice in my life.
I think maybe once or twice, but I've never been able to like. I've never been the type to been like, oh, I'm gonna lucid dream tonight.
Yeah, some people like
yeah.
practice or train for whatever. I think we might have talked about it on the podcast. I'm not sure, but I just remember like the most recent one at this point was years ago. But I was in like some high rise apartment with my mom. All this stuff's going on, whatever. It's like a typical weird dream. And then Batman just comes swooping in and like breaks through the glass or whatever and like lands. And for some reason I'm like, this is a dream.
Bruce?
I was like, this is what the fudge? This must be a dream. I'm in a dream. Wait, I'm in a dream. And that was the first thing. I was like, I'm gonna go fly. So I went and flew and all this kind of stuff. But that was like,
No way. That must be so cool.
it was weird. And then I was like, I have the power, and I haven't lucid dreamed since. So, so
What was
Sad.
yours like, Blue?
I don't remember. I think I just like. God, what did I do? I don't even remember it. Like,
Like, and when I'm dreaming, I'm so committed. Like, I never sleep. Like when you guys like, oh, I'm going to sleep in my dream. Like, that is so foreign to me. I don't think I've ever gone to sleep in a dream. Like,
There was
like
there was another one. I guess this might have been Lucid. I guess because I realized I was dreaming, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a picture with my phone in the dream. So then I'll wake up and have pictures of my dream. It made sense in my dream. But so I was like taking pictures, and I woke up and I was like, let me see them. And then I was like, all right, there's nothing.
Yeah.
But it like totally made sense. I was like, wait, I'm dreaming. Okay. I was like, I want to remember this. Okay. Take pictures with my phone. It didn't work, but made sense in my dream.
On acid.
Well, it's just good to know that I don't struggle on the I go to sleep and I'm back in. It's not even like high school. It's like I'm my same age and I'm like in school again, and it's just like the weirdest thing. I don't know why I brought, but yeah, because of school, back to school. Make sure. Did you guys ever do this as a kid? I thought about this with back to school as well. It's like you got like a week left of a project. Not even a week. Like it's the night before a project is due, and you got to tell your parents, "Hey, like I need some stuff at Target, and if I don't get it, I'm gonna fail." I was thinking about that a lot. Just my favorite, just projects and stuff like that is one of my favorite projects. Is like, Mom, I need to go to Target tonight and get some construction paper because this is due tomorrow, and if I don't do it, I'm in trouble. And
It's
I
usually
just
like, I need a
yell at her.
poster board. Otherwise,
Yeah. Otherwise, I fail and it's your guys'
and
fault.
she'll be like, and how long have you had to do this? 3 weeks. And she's like, when is it due? Tomorrow.
2 months.
But then you know what?
Guess
Like,
what? I
A,
get it done.
like,
I get a C plus, B minus. Yeah,
Nice.
that's what we take there.
We take the hose.
So good luck in school, all you guys.
I was thinking about it because I was driving to the gym yesterday, and near the gym there's like a little preschool or something. But so it's out there, kids screaming, all this kind of stuff. And I think I'd also like seen some kid walking on the street with like a backpack, and I was like, man, it's like August. It's like, ugh. I remember this time. I hated it because like
August
on summer, like beginning of July, July 4th is usually the first time you're like, wait a second, like I'm like halfway through summer break.
Back to school ads on Kohl's and stuff like that.
And then the end of July gets here and you're like, it's almost over. And then the 1st of August comes and you can't even, you don't even really enjoy the rest of it. It's like, it's happening and you're just counting the days.
If you had like honors classes, you had like your book project you're trying to cram for and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Miserable. So good on you all.
If you're listening to this, finish your honors book report because you know you didn't do it. You know, like
here's the trick. If you think that's bad, just wait until you get into the workforce and you don't get summer breaks. So
it's awful.
No, hopefully you're able to do something you like and enjoy, like I do.
I mean, if you're a teacher, you get summer breaks.
But do you?
Yeah, but you also don't get paid.
Yeah, well, first off, you don't get paid. You also work insane hours. Because the thing is, they don't get paid for time off. Like, like my mom is a teacher, and she has to, like, if she wants to buy things for her classroom, it's all out of pocket. She has to buy everything for her classroom, and then
that's insane.
If she wants to do projects or like grading, that's all at home on her own time. Like, and then on top of that, you barely make a livable wage. I would even say I'd say that's even pushing it, depending on where you're living.
And then you deal with fucking crazy ass parents who like are just the worst.
Because like I forget what it was. It's like 1990 or something. $40,000 a year equates to about $100,000 a year right now. And minimum wage has like not moved almost at all. And you look at it, and teachers are still making not even 40,000. It's rough. They don't get treated.
Hey, Blue nailed it on the head there. America. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't actually know how that looks for the rest of the world, I'll be honest.
But doesn't look like America.
Yeah, I definitely think teachers definitely have it way better. Like in EU countries at least, I would say. I don't know though.
But yeah, at least you do kind of get that summer.
But it's coming to an end now, sadly.
So enjoy it. I always remember back when I played Halo 3, I had friends in Canada I would play with, and they were like my same age. So I'd be like, I think it was like completely different. Like we would get off like late May, early June or whatever, and they would get off late April, early May. So for like a whole month, they're out before me. I'm like, dude, what the fudge? And then they would go back to school the whole time, like same time almost. So I'd be like, well, you get like 3 months, but it also turned out like they didn't get as long of like a winter break or something, and like Thanksgiving. Like,
just wait till you hear about their healthcare, bro. Like,
but I always remembered that. I was like, bro, I'm so jealous.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
you know, after being at social gatherings and stuff, I think it's really important to try and wind down. And nothing helps me wind down than listening to some music. And nothing helps me listen to music better than Raycon earbuds. No matter how you're feeling or about getting back out there, there's no denying it's an adjustment. When the world gets too loud, something I love to do is create my own soundtrack by popping in my Raycon wireless earbuds. Raycons help me listen to my gym playlist literally every day. They come with a bunch of gel tips for your comfort, and unlike some other brands, they don't stick out of your ears. They start about half of the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. And Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee, so you really can't lose. Give them the try and you'll see what I mean. Create your own soundtrack with Raycon. Right now, GG Over Easy listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/GG. That's buyraycon.com/GG to save 15% on your Raycons. buyraycon.com/GG. Can I so I'm not going to talk about spoilers. I'm going to move right into a movie that I saw the other day. And I'm not going to talk spoilers. You guys just need to see the Suicide Squad movie, the newest one that just came out. It's on HBO Max. Now, I say Suicide Squad. So I said this to Sydney. I said, hey, babe, we're going to watch Suicide Squad.
She's like, oh my God, what?
Yeah, she literally
that one with Will Smith?
She's like, that movie that you absolutely just hated and like we hate.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. I was like, she's like, it's Suicide Squad 2. And I was like, kinda. You know, it's like
they kind of retcon the whole thing.
Yeah, so they kind of is like this whole different kind of thing. And I'll have you know, we loved it. It wipes the stain that is the first Suicide Squad.
That's good to hear.
And this movie totally gets what it is. It totally understands what it is. And it delivers. And it's better than I thought it was going to be. I really, it might be my favorite DC movie.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm sold.
Yeah. I think I liked it. I liked it more than Wonder Woman. And I liked Wonder Woman a lot.
That's big praise.
Wow.
That's big praise.
Like, it has everything and that you could like want in a fun superhero, I guess, super villain kind of movie.
Damn, that's big praise.
Yeah, I really like it.
So when's that check from James Gunn coming in? Is that...
Hey, Jane. No, but it is very dope, very good. And I was watching on HBO Max, so I was in the comfort of my own home. So that may have played a part into it as well, that I was not next to somebody going...
If I could see it in theaters, I think I will, though. I still prefer the theater experience.
Really? I definitely prefer the, like, at home in the comfort of my own. Like,
even though, as we were talking about earlier, I need my Pfizer Super Saiyan dose, though. Waiting for that.
Yeah.
Too many variants, man. Like, I think I tweeted, or I sent you guys a message where somewhere in, like, LA or something, they were shutting down an upcoming, like, public event because of variants.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like, unfortunately, we might be headed back to the same way.
You think PAX is happening?
Nope.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
But you see that's canceled, but then you see something like Lollapalooza, you know?
Yeah.
So, like...
I feel like it'll still be at people's discretion. Because, like, as a lot of people point out, too, it's going to be really hard to get most people back to certain mandates or quarantine after lifting them.
For sure.
Some people just be stubborn or whatever. So, I mean, it's like, even just hearing about it, like, Claire was like, I'm about to stop making Christian go to the gym. And I was like, no, please, no. Like, my mental health has just been so much better since I've just been able to drive and go to a gym. Just have
your silent solitude in the car while I drive to the gym.
But yeah, I definitely want to check it out. I'm glad to hear it was going well, but I was going to ask, do you actually know, because I remember seeing headlines or something about it being like review bombed or something. Do you know anything about that?
Review bombed. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't want to look into it because I just like that. Like, I didn't want to hear about anything, what people were saying.
Yeah.
Just because comic book stands are the worst in general. So.
Oh, do you know about it, Blue, at all? Or that's just.
Well, no, I think, I mean, I feel like this happens with every Marvel or DC film, is just the opposing side will just be like, fuck Marvel, no, fuck DC, and then all
I
of
feel
them
like
are
DC gets review bombed a lot worse.
Yeah,
because I feel like
bet for sure.
it's funnier and more popular to like pick on DC than it is Marvel now. You know, like they're the kid everyone kind of teases like DC.
Every time it happens, like you definitely have people just go and just like rate stuff poorly because it's like this stuff is awful, because not because it's awful, but because it's from a brand I don't like. And like one DC fanboy was really mean to me on Twitter one time, so now all their movies suck. So it's
you will always
so like
suffer.
on IMDb especially, you'll just have people just review bomb terrible reviews on Marvel and DC films. And I mean, I feel like it happens with every single movie. Every single movie, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
when it comes to comic book films.
John Cena stole the show for me.
Let's go, John.
John Cena. You can't see this. He
John Cena.
Yeah, I really was like, oh god, like this is gonna be kind of weird, and he's awesome. And the shark guy was cool too. Like, but he's a shark, you know what I mean?
He was always gonna be sick.
Yeah, you know, he was always gonna be cool. Like, but yeah, dope movie. Watch it as soon as you can.
Speaking of sharks, things that swim in the water, I tried to go back to the gym and swim some laps 2 days ago for the first time in a decade. You went
in a pool.
Yeah.
You told me.
Swam laps.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Well, I probably briefly talked. I used to, when I was younger, I competed in swimming, but I hated it. For my own reasons. It was like, I enjoy swimming, but I hated people telling me what to do. Like, I liked enjoying at my own pace. So going during practice or whatever, and then like it was ruining for me. So I'm
just a bad practice player. Just a bad practice person.
So during like high school, though, almost all throughout high school, I went and just swam laps recreationally, just like on my own time. Blast. Always enjoyed it. Great workout. Very cathartic. And
it works every muscle in your body.
Yeah, and I was just in the water. I'm like a fish, you know, like it clicks. So it had been a while since I'd done it.
You don't sweat. You know your sweat doesn't get annoying either because it just goes in the water.
True. I had to kind of stop though because I was getting swimmer's shoulder, which is a common injury from swimmers where overuse and especially bad form. In my case, what I was doing wrong was I was doing freestyle consistently, but I was breathing out on the same side every time, which you're not supposed to do. In like a race or something, that's completely fine. You'll see they do it in the Olympics or something, but like endurance, and if you do that consistently over a long time, it continues to wear down. So my rotator cuff essentially got like torn, and I still struggle with that injury to the day, but I had to just like full stop. And so,
I thought you said this happened while you were at the gym.
Oh no, this is why I stopped.
I was like, oh
before.
shit.
Oh yeah, no. I would be in so much pain.
That's all I said. I was like, damn.
Just shook it off, dude. I'm just like,
yeah. I was like, damn.
So then, fast forward to our honeymoon. We're out in Mexico, and I'm like swimming around the pool, and I'm like, man, this just like it feels so good to be swimming again. I haven't done this in a while. So I was like, you know, when we get back. Oh, and then on top of that, Olympics were going on at the time, and then I was watching like swimming and stuff. So I was like, I'm all bad. Like, okay, let's do it when I get back.
Butterfly.
Tried to find. I love butterfly. It's my favorite stroke. I came back. I came back, and I was like, all right, let's get my gear and go swimming. Turns out none of that fits anymore. So I was like, all right, gotta get some new gear. So I ordered cheapest, highest rated stuff on Amazon. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And so I was like, all right, gonna go swimming. A couple mistakes I made. Was one, doing it after weightlifting, which I previously didn't do. Like if I was going, I would just go swim. But instead I weightlifted, then went swimming, expecting similar results to 10 years ago. Turns out that's a long time. And you know what? I vastly overestimated my abilities in that 10-year time.
Well, Mr. Fruit, I actually might have a coach for you, okay? He reached out to me, and you're going to think I'm joking, but I'm not. A silver medalist swimmer from Australia. I swear to God, he reached out and said, just saw Mr. Fruit's photo of swimming goggles. I'm at Tokyo Olympics. Silver medalist swimmer from Australia. If you ever been keen for someone a bit different on the podcast about the Olympics and gaming, hit me up. His name is Jack. His name is Jack McLaughlin. This was something I was going to bring up.
That's dope.
Actually, as kind of a thing. Yeah, he's I'll put him on
blast.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
I'll
there
Google
he is. There he is. Medellin.
Jack McLaughlin.
Our boy.
Australian swimmer.
So he had originally DM'd me, and it was in November 15th, so before the Olympics. And he said, "I believe in you, Rob, from a professional Australian athlete." And it was like somebody kicking a fucking kangaroo's ass. This is when I was talking about kangaroo and me kicking a kangaroo's ass. I saw actually, I think it was on the Reddit. And it was like a jacked kangaroo. And I was like, okay, maybe not. Maybe not that one, but maybe a little jack or something.
Yeah, dude, he's our age, and here we are talking, and he's in Tokyo competing in the Olympics.
Yeah, so I said, go on, mate. And I said, thanks. and then he messaged me Tuesday, and then it was that message.
Well, I'm trying to see. Yeah, it looks like in this Olympics, he got 5th in men's 800 meter freestyle. He got silver in men's 400 meter freestyle.
Damn, he's fast.
Yeah, dang. Go on, Jack.
So now you have a coach.
Jack.
You have a coach.
Yeah.
He's active on Instagram, so there
Could
you
use
go.
it. Well, yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm getting right back into this. Easy, jump in the water, ball's cold, whatever. Here we go. I'm like, you know what? Start easy. 200 meter medley, individual medley. Let's do this.
What does that mean? What is a medley?
You do all the strokes. So 200 meter. So I'm in a 25 meter pool. So that's essentially there and back with each stroke. So there and back freestyle, there and back, backstroke, there and back, breaststroke, there and back, butterfly. I got to 150 meters, and then I had to do butterfly, and I was like, I might die. So I stopped, and I'm like, and I was like, this is sad. Because
you have the old woman in the lane next to you just slowly passing,
just chugging. There was one dude to my left who was just like, he was in his flow state and freestyle. I was like, get it, son. And I was sitting there, I was like, wow, this never tired me out this much. Now, butterfly would always tire me out, but I never even got to that. So I was like, okay. I took a break, and I was like, okay, 50 meter butterfly. Let's do this. Okay, 25 meter butterfly. Let's call it there. I'm like almost dead again. So then I'm like, okay, we'll just do a little bit of freestyle. 50 meters. After all that, I'm like, holy. To put it in perspective, when I was doing laps for fun, at one point, I swam 2.5 miles in the amount of laps, which I can't even remember how many meters that is. Nonstop, just going. And the only reason I stopped was because my mom had to drive me. And she was like, honey, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Because it's been so long. So I was like, okay. So I stopped. I could just go.
You can just swim.
And now like one lap and I'm just panting, puffing. And then it doesn't help. It doesn't help too. I was trying to do it and it was hurting my jaw. Because like coming up for like breaststroke or anything, you have to open up your mouth to get that air. Like you come up, you really got to take a thing. And I haven't opened my jaw that much since getting my splint and stuff. So it's actually starting to hurt my jaw, which is sad. It's like I can't even breathe. And then my back injuries, even worse. I'm trying to just do like freestyle and my back's starting to seize. I'm like, I'm an old man. Like, what the fudge? Like,
that's how I felt at my soccer games, bro.
Yeah.
I take one run and I'm over here like
I'm still an athlete, dude. I got this. I get in that water. I'm like, holy. And it reminded me of this TikTok Claire showed me. It was like guys in his early 30s or whatever. And he's like, boys want me to go play some basketball. I'm still an athlete. I got this. And then just it pans to a picture of his knees, and it's just a face on his knees yelling like ah. I was like, it's sad, but that is so true.
Yeah, we had soccer playoffs Monday. We lost our first game.
Sad.
We're out. What's up? No, it was okay.
Yeah, you did good out here, boys.
No, because like if we would have
good
won,
headers.
we would have had to play in the finals the same day. So we would have had 2 games in one day. So it was better to lose the first game than win the first game, get to the championship, and lose the championship. So that's what my kind of way of thinking is. I was like, you know what? If we're gonna lose today,
let's do it.
I'd rather have it be the first game.
Loser.
Yeah, we lost.
Yeah, it's okay. We all know that you're a winner at heart.
But it's so true. Like I was like the first game. I was like, gee, it's a night game.
Like,
lights are on.
Man.
Like I'm about to eat tonight. I'm in my
zone.
I was like, what? I'm like 5-6 piece tonight. Like, what are we thinking? Like,
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Win like 1-0, and I'm like, Ethan's like, do you want to take the free kick? I was like, nah, I got it. Dude. Like, I'm not. I'm fucking out of here. Bro. Like, I'm fucking out of this. I think like they were like, we're having signups for our fall season. I literally looked at them and went, nope. There's like, wait, like, I'm all right. Look at this, dude. Look at this boo boo I have.
Oh,
yeah. Look at that boo boo.
You should get Recovery Girl to make it all better.
Oh, it hurt, man, dude. Boo boo. Boo boo.
Boo boo.
Yeah. Stop, Mr. Ferd. Stop it.
So yeah, that was my venture.
But now you have a swimming coach, a silver medalist swimming coach.
That'd be sick.
Did he have any more events, or is he done now?
It seemed like that was what he was in. He was in 400 meter. Oh, he was in the 1500 meter freestyle.
Did you do a 1500?
Oh, back then, yeah. Right now, no. 1500 meter shot. He got in heat 4. He got 4th. So I assume he didn't.
Oh, just missed out. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't keep going. He was also that was it. I think.
Damn, that's nuts.
Maybe not. He was in a lot.
We have GG Over Easy, the podcast of Olympic champions. You know, the number one choice at the Olympics.
It's canon. Olympic champion podcast. Just saying. Do other podcasts have Olympic viewers? Probably, but ours is the coolest.
I agree.
Probably not, dude. Go on,
so
Jack.
Thank you, Jack, for giving the GG Over Easy a silver medal. We appreciate it.
We'll be taking that. Thank you.
We got this.
We don't want to say, we
swam for this.
Yeah. All your hard work was ours. But
Australia? Nah. GG. You should have represented the GG Over Easy flag. We'll look into that. We'll bring that up to the Olympic Committee.
Well, that's
we'll be our.
I was walking for the longest time, and I was like, "Who is ROC?" Like what? I was like, "What is going?" And then it's the Russian Olympic Committee because Russia technically wasn't allowed to compete because of all the steroids. So they made banned. Russia Olympic Committee. That's like this. It's bizarre.
I don't get how that works though. Like it, like I mean, you can't compete for Russia. I guess
true, and I assume the way it looks at it too is like this won't be documented in Russia's history. Like, they're two separate things. So
I guess it's also run through the Olympic Committee. So there's like drug tests, like they run it, so they know exactly how it's ran. I guess.
I don't know, but I was very confused. But I've been watching the Olympics a good bit. Love to watch it, but man, freaking coverage is garbaggio.
So bad, dude. It hasn't updated in like 30 years.
And I guess the problem too is because I don't have cable or anything. I'm only like I get Peacock. I did like a free trial or whatever, or like a free account. And without subscription, you can watch it. But there's only this thing called like Tokyo Tonight, where it's like these two people host it for like 4 hours every night and do like highlights. Trash. Because
Rich Eisen doesn't do a good job?
Rich Eisen isn't on it. It's Kenny and some other girl. I don't know who any of them are. But they host it. And the problem is if I had cable at like all times, they have like 3 or 4 channels with all different events that I could just watch. But I don't. So they'll do these like bizarre highlights, barely show anything. I'm like, just show me the game, please. Like, and then they do all these segments. Like, I don't need just show me a game in full. Like, they'll show volleyball. I'm like, sick. Can't wait to watch some volleyball. Like 3 plays, and they got gold medal. I'm like, what the fudge, man? And so it's very disheartening. But I did watch last night. Someone make some history in the decathlon. Do you know all the events in a decathlon?
Let me try. Is that when you swim, bike, and run?
That's a triathlon.
Okay.
Close.
A decathlon is when you. Is it those three? Are those three events included in a decathlon or no? Oh shit. The 1600 meter.
1500.
Okay. 1500 meter race, and then
That's the very final one they do. Actually, that's what you got. Hey, you got one of the 10.
is that the one where they jump over the weird like gates and it
That's
has like
hurdles.
the water? No,
Water.
no. There's like, yeah, there's like an event. I swear to God, there's like a gate you jump over because I've seen somebody like hit the gate and just face first into the water. There's literally an event where like there's a giant gate and underneath the gate there's like water that's filled and they have to jump over that gate and kind of clear the water a little bit.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, that's not that? I don't know what that event is called. Maybe someone in sub chat might hook me up with that. What that event's called, but no, I have no idea.
The decathlon takes part over 2 days, and on the first day, you do 100 meters, the long jump, shot put, high jump, and 400 meters. And then the second day, you do 110 meter hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin, and 1500 meters.
Oh.
And this guy went on to be one of only 4 people to cumulatively surpass 9,000 points in the Olympics. And then he went on to set the highest record of cumulative points.
Where's he from?
Canada. Oh, Canada. But it's like ridiculous. Like they've been doing all these events over 2 days and they have to finish it with a 1500 meter. And he still ran like a 4-minute, 10-second, 1500 meter.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Awkwafina is Nora from Queens on Comedy Central is back. And spoiler, this season hits different. Now, an even later 20-something still living with her dad and grandma, Nora is right at home and back on her hustle. Whether she's siphoning gas, getting electrocuted, inadvertently joining a cult, or just trying to sell dank bud on the side, Nora's growing into adulthood one embarrassing misventure at a time. That's probably why Nylon describes Awkwafina is Nora from Queens as some truly relatable content. And why BuzzFeed calls it an absolute gem of a show, and that's 100% worth watching. So don't miss the newest season starring Awkwafina, Bowen Yang, BD Wong, Laurie Taichin, and guest starring Michelle Buteau, Haley Joel Osment, Fortune Feimster, Jabuki Youngwhite, Chloe Feynman, and Jennifer Esposito, to name but a few. Awkwafina is from Queens. New season premieres Wednesday, August 18th at 10, 9 Central on Comedy Central. Don't sleep on it, even though that's totally what Nora would do. That is insane. That is disgusting. My fastest mile I ever ran was like a 5:30, and even that was like, I remember like I was in the prime of my life. I was in the shape of my life, and I nearly couldn't do that. Like,
Yeah, way back when I was younger, I got like a 6-minute mile. And I was like, nice. And then I was like, I wonder what the record is. It's like 350.
Steeplechase is what that event is called. You should look up pictures of steeplechase.
Steeplechase?
It's literally like a giant gate, and then there's like a pit of water that's filled underneath that, and then they have to like jump across.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it's like a real thing. And then like you can look up fails where people will catch a fucking toe on that gate and just face first into that thing, bro. I saw it at a event I was at. I was at a track meet one time in high school and they had that bullshit. And I wanted to do it, but Mr. Miller said like we didn't have like the stuff for it. And I was like, "What do you mean? I just jump over water. Like that's all I do.
Give me a kiddie pool. Give me a gate."
I was like, "Just give me that. Like that's all I need."
Yeah, I've never heard that. It's interesting. But yeah, I watched that. I was watching some of the rock climbings in the Olympics for the first time.
Oh, that's cool though.
That one, skateboarding, a lot of different stuff. And there's this interesting thing where like I want to make like a YouTube channel. You know where people like make like react channels, like the Vlog Brothers or whatever did like teens react to,
Yes.
I want to do a series where probably, but where it's like people watch X Olympic sport and within 5 minutes have to try and guess as many of the rules of the game as possible. Because like I turned on rugby and I'm like, I wonder if I can try and guess any of these rules. And after 5 minutes, I'm like, I got nothing. Like, it still makes no sense to me. So then that's where I got the idea. I was like, I could maybe get like one thing right if I try, but then like all the other sports, like I was trying to watch like some form of this karate thing, and they're like things are happening. They're getting like yellow cards and points, and I'm like, I'm really trying. I'm like, I have no idea what. Wait, why they have 2 yellows? What does that even mean? Wait, what is it? It's past the time. It's like,
let me show you how to save the Olympics. Okay, here's how you. If the Olympic committee, well, I have an Olympic athlete watching right now.
well,
so
you
I
also
have
say save the Olympics like it's dying. I don't know.
Okay, here's how you save the Olympics. All right.
Okay.
So, you know how they're always like, these are the greatest athletes in the world, and they're competing against the greatest athletes in the world. Yes, I get that. But a week before the event, a week or 2 weeks, have just the average Olympics. I want you to just go out in the street and just be like, you, and you. You're running the 400 today. Oh, okay, yeah, I would love to. You go there, they pay these Joe Schmoes a couple bucks, whatever it costs, to just go and run the 400. Just go run the 400 against each other. Have fun.
Most of them don't even make it.
Use that, like, you know how they had the world record line? Now they need the average
The Joe Schmo line.
The average line. And then you can like see, oh, this is where Usain Bolt finished, and this is where Sally from the grocery store finished.
They should be like Usain Bolt and then like 21st Avenue of Manhattan.
Yeah,
just
like
people
just
off
some
the
guy,
street.
some dude we found off the street, like just something like that, and just show them, like, quit taking yourself so seriously. I get it, you're the Olympics, gold medal, like you'll have that, but make it a little fun too, spice it up a little bit, don't.
Well, I
It's
think
so bland.
you don't even have to do it for that. I think that would just be good to help put it in perspective for people who don't otherwise, like for me, for instance, like I've run a mile, so when I'm seeing them, I'm like, oh Jesus. But if no one's like run a mile, they're like, what? But then you're like, well, the average American can run a mile in like 10 and a half minutes. Like oh,
when I'm watching the canoe event, I was watching this canoe event where they're going down like the rapid rivers, and they're all just like, and they're all killing it, they're just owning. Just show me what Tim from accounting looks like in there,
Sounds like a nice liability lawsuit.
Just fucking, it looks.
Tim falls off, he's drowning.
Oh, it'd be great. Like, there's Tim floating down the river. Like, it would just be hilarious.
Just backside up, like he's dead. He's just like.
I think my favorite thing that's come out of the Olympics is Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg like breaking down the Olympics. I don't know if you've seen those videos. There's literally like Snoop Dogg watching equestrian, and he's saying like the horse is like crip walking. It's so funny. He's like, I gotta get that shit in a video. Like, it is so funny. Those are like some of my favorite Olympic content is the Snoop and Kevin Hart stuff.
I just love that, and then like Claire showed me this TikTok as well, where some guy was like watching vault or something for the first time. He's like, oh my god, like whoa, what are they doing? This is insane. Like, look at, is that even possible? And then it's like 15 minutes later, dude, you like landed halfway off that line, dude. Like that's 2 points off easily. Yeah. And like even it's just like everyone instantly becomes like this like armchair critic. Yeah, like you can see where. I like to do that when I'm watching it with Claire because it upsets her.
Oh, really?
Well, like anytime, like
that'll be some points.
I'm like 5th place America. Really? That's, you might as well have not even competed. That's like, you make me sick. And she always like, they're trying. Like, 7th place? Why do we bother?
The United States, we did choke in the 400 relay again. Like I think it was the 200 relay or something like that.
Then we get DQ'd or something.
No, it was like 18 years going on that we didn't even qualify for the finals or something like that. The men's or something like that haven't won like I
thought there was like a baton pass thing.
18 years. Well, it was like a bad baton pass. He was like, "Hey," and then the guy was like, "Come on, yo," and then he was like, "Come on," and then he was like, "I'm here," and then the guy was like, "I'm here too." It was just bad. It was just a bad exchange. I know how hard that shit is too. Because like if the dude is too out in front of you, you're gonna fall on your ass like I did, and it was just so like still to this day my most athletic thing I've ever done. That's why I hate track, but I do like watching track. Watching track is sick. Have they done the 100 yet?
They've done I think almost all the track stuff's done. I think today's like the last day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I watched. I did watch. I hated the angle they had for it though. It was like this sniper shooting thing, and it was like they had these cool like guns, and they were all like super into it and stuff. And they would show the shot as if like I'm shooting it right now, and then they would just show like the simulated target like right here and show where the bullet went. Like show me this, and then as soon as they're about to shoot it, cut to, you know, where they went on the thing. Like don't show me. Like it was sick, but then. They would just like shoot it. They'd be like, pew, and then they'd be like 8.5, and they'd be like, and then like that was it. I was like, that's a sick Olympic event.
Well, that reminds me of the picture of that girl that was in the sharpshooting, where like you have, I don't even know what exactly the event was, but you essentially have like some kind of like a pistol or something, like some kind of a rifle, but you hold one hand. And it was going around because she had a Witcher medallion with her. But she was sitting there like pretty relaxed with just one hand. And I remember all the comments like, that's not even how you hold a gun. She's going to hurt herself. And they was like, dude, she got gold. Like,
yeah.
And that's the event. And people are just so quick to be like, well, actually. And it's just like, bro, nobody asked. Right?
Nobody asked, Joe Guy.
They're there for a reason. Right?
That's why I'm saying, like, that's why we need the average Olympics. So when fuckers say shit like that, it's just like, oh, go watch the average Olympics, bro.
I think that would.
Well, then, like, what if the average Olympics they find like a super Olympic champion? Like,
yo, how about this? Let's get in touch with NBC or whoever's doing the next Olympics.
I know everybody there, so
okay, yeah, perfect. And I think we strike up a deal where that's what we do. You and we recreate every Olympic event, and then they can be like, well, this is how our guys did, and it's just terrible. But then they're like archery. We're sitting there like,
what if I like
just completely?
But here's the problem with that. What if they're like, Rob, you're gonna run the 4x1 today, and I say, okay,
and then
I smash the world record, and I smash it.
See, that's why I want you to do it, just so you can be like, I think I'm pretty good at this. Halfway,
I smash it. I just destroy the world record that's been standing for thousands of years.
Is this even possible?
That would be sick. That would be the best. I'm a world champion.
See, I want to do it now just so you can go. And then you also can be humbled.
I know. Dude, I literally got humbled by Littleton High School. All right. Nobody gets humbled by Littleton in any sport. All right. And I lost in a relay to Littleton. All right. Like let's say that. Like it doesn't get lower than that.
I think you got a good point. I'd like to see that.
But you know who I didn't lose to this week? The Halo Infinite bots that I've been playing.
Oh, nice segue.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that one.
Those bots?
I did.
Getting better at
killed
that.
Those bots, and I also killed that transition.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Well, for those curious, the Halo Infinite technical flight was this past week, and the first public flight. There's been some technical flights before, all in the aid. And if you're like, what the fudge is a technical flight? Kind of sounds what it is. They're essentially testing their tech and they're stressing their things. It's not the same as like a beta, and it was only invites to like Halo insiders, and not all of them got invited. And this one specifically was to test their bots, because Halo for the first time will be having bots in multiplayer. So they needed people to help play with them, see, stress test it, blah blah blah. And so
your boys got in.
So we played.
They saw our history. They were like, "Hey, let's get our boys in."
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, well, I was like, everybody was getting their invites, and it was like literally like the night of, like it was coming out, and I was like, Sag. Like I was like, man, like that seems super cool and super fun. I'd be playing that shit right now. I was like, I'll check my email one more time before I go to bed, and it's like 9:30, 10, and I literally just look, and it's like Halo Insider, and I was like, shut the fuck up. So like I click it, and it's like that little screenshot that everybody else flexed. So I was like, shut up. And then it says, click this link to get started. Click that link. Loading. Loading. So now my nice night of sleep has now turned into watching a loading screen on Halo Waypoint all night. And then it got to like 11 o'clock at that point, and I was just like, all right, like I'm over this. Like I'll just play it in the morning. And then downloaded it. I played the first day where it was like the terrible bots. Like they were like really bad.
ZZ's it come, yeah.
Yeah, and then the ODST bots had like come out like that afternoon. And that's when I was like,
They're
oh
kinda
man,
nice.
these are like I was like, these are the expert bots, huh? They got the expert bots out. And then everyone's like, nah, those are like the ODST ones. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, then turns out Sunday
Like,
they
their movement,
enabled.
bro, was like,
Well, I think I have in video. One was crouch shotting, like crouch shotting, and I was like, I hate it already. Like, it's affected everything. But then that's when Sunday they enabled Spartan difficulty bots, which are even harder.
I didn't play Sunday.
I did.
Unfortunately, I was busy.
But they're
Were
real.
they hard?
It was still like, I'm sure, like
Did
a
you
pretty
lose?
no, like I'm sure a pretty average player, like honestly, could lose games to them. I have no doubt. But it was still enough where like if you're a fragger, like odds are you're at least gonna keep like like a 1.5 to
Outthinking a
2
bot,
point
yeah.
KD, right? But like they would like a lot of their thinking made sense, or like that's how a person would have gone about it. It was impressive. And like sometimes I forgot like I was playing bots, like I was just
What
playing
do you think
Halo.
of like the gameplay itself?
So initially I wasn't really like immediately blown away. Like I tried like one game before recording or anything, just like boot up, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I'd seen some gameplay before I tried, and I was like, I kind of, But
It
then,
looked a little reachy to me.
yeah, but I was like, I don't know. But then I played it. Well, because 2, I guess, like graphically or whatever, like I was expecting just to be like blown away. I don't know what I was expecting. Because I think that's also the problem with Infinite is it's been so long. It's almost like Cyberpunk. It's not nearly the level, but like to where it, like expectations are really high, and it's gonna be really hard to like nail those. So like for me, even just not even thinking I had those kind of expectations like that, like I saw it and visually and stuff, I was just like I don't even know what I was expecting. Like something completely different. Like it was clearly Halo. But then I played it and all that mattered was the gameplay, and I think it played really well. I really enjoyed it. Especially as I played more, I liked it more and more.
Yeah, I think that's when I first played, I was like, Jesus, I suck. Because like when I'm playing Halo, I'm just so used to like having a controller. Like from back in the day, and as soon
No
as, like,
aim
all the
assist.
bricks in-
I was like,
yeah, it just like slows down on their head and then like goes fast. And this like, so you gotta hit your shots. So I like the pistol a lot. The pistol was cool. The BR
actually
felt like
useful.
a BR. Yeah, the BR felt good. I tried like that Reaver or something like that where you like charge it up.
Oh, the Ravager.
Yeah, that gun's pretty bad. I didn't
sucked
think it
with
was
that.
anything. Yeah. And then there was like a spike launcher thing.
The skewer.
Yeah, the skewer.
I was
that was
trash with that.
cool. You have to kind of lead your shots with
One
that.
out of like every 10 skewers I hit. It was rough.
You know where I was really bad? The sniper rifle, dude. I could not. Which is like so sad because like that was it for me. And in this hot garbage, like
You're gonna be the guy when it comes up, like someone take this from me.
Yeah, or like I'm just no scoping. Like the only kind of like success I had was no scoping.
My favorite thing was on my videos, people were commenting, dude, why aren't you ADSing? I'm like, okay, well, clearly you guys have never played Halo before. I was like, you guys don't understand.
You haven't played Halo and it shows.
Well, people are like, oh, why do these guns have scopes if you don't ADS? I'm like, okay, well, you can ADS, but 9 times out of 10 it messes you up even more.
Well, and like the pistol like doesn't have one, but you can still do it. It's like a weird like
yeah, it's very
Spartan zoom?
minimal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, in Halo, anytime you take any amount of damage, you get hit out of scope. So normally, you don't like in a close quarter, you're never doing that. You're always getting hit. Longer range, you might ADS a BR, and 100% you're going to ADS snipers. But that's why, like with Destiny, like my complaint was always the fact that sniping was so easy because I should be able to descope you, because that's what would happen in Halo, and that's why it was so easy to like camp or hit headshots with snipers in Destiny, because there's a little bit of flinch sometimes, but you would stay in scope and then bop. But in Halo, if I see some dude scoping at me, all I have to do is start shooting him, and then he's disoriented. Now he's trying to line up a no scope because he can't scope.
Yeah.
but that's Halo. You don't really use scopes. And all the guns, like the sounds of the guns too, real meaty. I really like that. All in all, movement, like it also felt good too. Like there was sprint and stuff, but it also didn't feel like it was too fast.
No,
and like
I felt the same way. Yeah.
And that it was like, because I remember some people complain about that too. Like sprinting looks so slow, but I think it's nice because that's the problem with Halo when sprint was first introduced and stuff, is how you can so easily disengage. Whereas like Halo 3 and stuff with movement, no sprint and everything, like you're in a fight, and rarely can you just be like, okay, I'm out, like deuces, I'm just gonna run around. So it felt nice that for the most part, like more often than not, and to be fair, it was bots, so maybe it's hard to tell. But like if you were making an engagement, you had a harder time getting away, and they would have a harder time just trying to like completely disengage or get away, unless it was like a medium to long range fight. But all in all, I think if it played really well, I need practice on mouse and keyboard with Halo. That's for sure.
Yeah, me too. The only thing I like really didn't like about it is like just how it kind of looked. But then again, it was a open kind of or closed alpha thing, and I hope it looks better. But I mean, it looked like Halo. It played like Halo.
Well, I know a lot of the graphics and optimization stuff isn't even there for the PC, because that's not what they were like testing or whatever. But even still, I think it looked fine. And my only problem is all the voices between Spartan Chatter, the AI, and then the announcer for the medals. The announcer for the medals is totally fine. I'll keep him forever. Literally have him announce everything. But I think I need to turn one or the other off, the Spartan Chatter or the AI. Because at some point it was just a lot. Like,
one shot down there.
Nice job right there. I'm just like, hey, please. But then, and then I'd be like, shut up so I can hear the medal announcer. Because I want to hear like, no scope. Perfect.
Come.
Triple kill. Come. Muck.
The new one. But I'm excited for it. So when does that come out? November, right?
They haven't given a release date. Still holiday 2021.
These fuckers, man. It's like Kanye, just not releasing shit. I don't know if Donda's actually out though. Is Donda out at this moment on Friday?
He didn't release it, but he did do another one of the preview parties where he played it at the Mercedes Center or whatever.
Yeah, I just saw a video of Kanye doing this, and it made me laugh so hard. Like I'm gonna do it forever now.
For those not visual watchers,
that shit is so
Rob's running around with a
funny,
cape,
man.
Essentially.
Yeah, you put like a blanket. He just put a blanket on his head and just ran in circles, listening to his music while a sold out stadium. I was literally like, "What is this?" I was crying laughing at it last night. I was like, "What is this man doing?" Like,
this man's wild.
But then I was watching. I was like, "But damn, did he look cool doing it?" Like,
but he kind of rocked it.
Yeah, I was like, that was kind of sick. Yeah. I hope it's out. I need it. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Is there anything we else wanted to touch on before Patreon questions?
Don't think so.
All right. I'm gonna kind of skim these ones while you guys are giving answers because I feel like we've had a lot of repeats lately. So I'm gonna, if you don't hear your question, that just means it might have been a repeat from a later episode. So
feel free to talk shit to Rob directly.
Yeah, send all complaints to @RobbieV on Twitter. Sky Cleaner asks, "How's the hernia? Still bleeding? Loved the song when Fruit and Blue sung in the Soul Lock." Is this why? Did you guys say I had a hernia or something?
What song
First of all,
did
it
we
was
say?
First of all, it's a hemorrhoid,
not hernia.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, it's a hemorrhoid. All right, not a hernia. So let's get
Very
that
different.
out of the way. One is my ass. All right. I don't know if a hernia.
I don't think. Did we sing about your hemorrhoids? I don't think we sung about it.
I think we probably did like an offhand, dumb little. My name's Rob, and I got a.
You're over here bully me in the Fall Guys.
My name's Rob, and I got a bleedy butt.
I don't remember singing. I need links to this.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe like a clip, because it's half the time like we don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're
in
just
the
zoned out.
Nuzlocke.
Like
We're so zoned out,
vibing.
just doing Pokemon. People were like at me on Twitter like, that was hilarious what you said. And I was like, I'll be honest, dude, I don't know what I said from Nuzlocke to Nuzlocke.
I'd totally forgotten about. I still think probably the funniest thing we had was the Rattata-Groudon thing, and like I just totally forgotten about that, and everyone was like in the video like, that was hilarious. I was like, oh right, that was the thing, and I was like, that was funny. That was
pretty funny.
The Rattata lunged at me. Stop resisting, Groudon, go!
Groudon. I had to use Groudon. I didn't have a choice.
I feared for my life.
Thismo Bismo asks, what's the cringiest thing you've ever did to try and get someone's attention that you liked? I don't know, probably being like kind of like mean to girls that you thought were cute, because like it was the only way to kind of get their attention is like being mean or something like that. So that's pretty cringe. But that's like the only way you know how to kind of like get attention.
Yeah, that's
in that
like
way when you're like a little kid.
Yeah, that's like
it's like very common
textbook for little kids.
I would say that.
I mean, I certainly did my fair share of that. I was with Claire in Nebraska visiting one of our friends, and we were on this pedestrian bridge in Omaha or something. It's like a couple 100 feet in the air or something like that. It goes over this big river, and we were like,
seem to do.
Yeah, and we were like, but like I said, pedestrian bridge, so I didn't like. It's not like a little like, like it's okay. But there was like a quarter on the outside of the railing on like a little support pillar.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody mentioned like they wanted or something. So I was like, okay, I'll grab it. So I didn't even think about it. And I just jump over the railing. And literally all there is like this little support pillar I jumped on. And looking back, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I ever did. Because like literally just, it's water down there. That's all it is. And
you did it to look cool in front of Claire?
Yeah, I was like, I'll get the quarter for him. And funnily enough, she was so angry at me. She's like, that was not like, I was not impressed. Like, that's stupid. Don't you ever do that again.
Wow, like, you're really hot.
I was like, my bad. Here's that quarter.
Anything you could think of, Blue?
I don't know. I think for me, I thought about this before. Whenever you try to get attention from people, you just change who you are. And so when I think about it, I think about how stupid it was for me to not be myself and basically change who I was to try and get someone's attention, because right off the bat, you've already failed because you're not being yourself when you're trying to get someone's attention. You're giving them like a false perspective of not only yourself, but you're also lying to yourself the way you're trying to get their attention. So when I think about that, it's like anytime I try to get someone's attention, like I would try to change who I was, and it was like, you know what? At the second you decided you were going to change who you were to get someone's attention, you failed.
Cringe.
And now, in my opinion, I was like, that was pretty cringy.
Wise words, Sensei.
Slots asks, do you guys have a motto? Like for me, my motto is either way, I'll be okay. My motto is YOLO.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That one too.
I've never really prescribed to like a certain motto, I don't think.
A certain mantra.
Pee pee poo poo. Like
that is not a mantra. Well, I mean, I guess it could be.
You know maybe what? Not for you.
I don't know why I'm telling you. I don't know why.
Yeah. I was like, are you really the one to tell me no? Wait, did Blue have one?
Oh.
Recently I have. How do I describe this? Fairly recently, and this really isn't even like a mantra. It's just more like something to like get me out of whatever mindset I'm in. And it's such a stupid. It's so stupid and simple. It's like it doesn't matter. Like I will just like if I'm like deep in some stupid thought or like something's pissing me off, like internally I'll just be like, why am I? It doesn't matter. Like I would just in my head just be like literally repeat myself. It doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, and then I'll move on.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Never leave the couch again with the Me Undies membership, a monthly subscription that sends new pairs right to your door. Each month, you'll choose new undies, socks, or a bralette, and pick the style and color or print that feels the most you. Fun, right? Plus, enjoy discounted pricing, free shipping, and exclusive early access to new launches. Love your butt and get the membership. Like I said, I got the Morning Dew boxer briefs on right now, and they feel good, nice and tight, and like I'm on a cloud. MeUndies has great offers for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you'll get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund you or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. So what are you waiting for? To get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to meundies.com/GG. That's meundies.com/GG. You won't regret it. These are the best feeling undies I've ever worn in my entire life ever.
One I would do is it's not really like a motto or anything, but I typically like to do rather than say, because I've known a lot of people who will say they're going to do a lot of things and then never do it, and I don't want to look like that. So instead, I usually just do it first and then say it, or just don't say it at all because I didn't do it. So that's usually how I go about things.
Mami Yaotaru, asks, Blue, how do you feel about the current difficulty of dungeons versus EX and Savage difficulty spikes in FF14? The learning curve seemed daunting. Parentheses, I am from the Final 14 1.0 era. Also, how do you feel on the current tank roles in mechanics? It seemed that DPS and healers had a much bigger role to do. Looking at how raids are cleared abusing the res spam and LB3 res is among in Asmung's stream. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, the LB3 one. That's
Yeah, the
Rob
res
and I
is
were
cheap.
talking about that one earlier.
Love his stream, but that kind of takes the fun out of the combat. Main warrior, by the way. Finally, can we have Dream Team FC in Final Fantasy 14 servers? Willing to try TRF for my Tonberry server to join.
It's like you're speaking another language, Rob.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do this one at a time.
Like, what?
I'm gonna do this one at a time, and if I have to ask you
A lot
for
of
reminders,
acronyms
because there's a lot of asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the first question? It was,
how do you feel about the current difficulties of dungeons versus EX and Savage difficulty?
So I will say I wish there was something more in between to go from dungeons to EXs, because dungeons are brain dead. There's little mechanics here or there, but dungeons are designed to be easy to go through. They're part of the story. Dungeons are easy. They're supposed to be easy, and I think the game needs easy content to keep people.
Right.
Every game has super easy content. It's like, oh, it's story stuff. It's designed for me to just run through. I do wish the stuff like trials was a little bit harder to get into the EX trials, because the difficulty from normal content to EXs is a very big spike, because it requires coordination and teamwork, and it requires you to know your job. Secondly, their complaint was about the heal LB spam.
Yeah, I'm making a new rule. If your question in the new Q&A has more than 5 question marks in it, I'm not reading it.
It says, how do you feel about the current tank rules in mechanics? It seems like DPS and healers had much bigger role to do than tanks.
I want to put this out here right now. If your reference to all of this stuff and observation of this is from Asmongold's stream,
then it's right.
Asmongold has not done any hard content yet. And I don't mean to sound like an elitist, but he hasn't done any hard content. The EX trials from ARR are very easy. The Savages, Unbinding Quell of Bahamut, are very easy. They don't have
elementary almost.
They don't have a lot of mechanics that eventually show up in the game that make it harder. Especially Heaven's Sword. Heaven's Sword is where EX trials get harder. Heaven's Sword is where Savages. I don't think Asmongold is going to do min eye level synced Savages in Heaven's Sword, because those are the hardest Savages in the game, and it really adds. The difficulty from ARR to Heaven's Sword is like night and day. So the end game is designed way differently from Heaven's Sword onward, and is very difficult. As far as tank rolls, tank is very easy on like normal content. Tank really starts getting a lot of hard stuff when you get to Savages, and then some EX trials. I think tank is fine. If anything, tanks have a ton of mechanics to deal with later down the line, as Savages like get more complex and design heavy. And as far as like the heal LB spam, I know that was what they were talking about, right? How it kind of ruins combat. So that is also one of those things where EX trials are hard, but they're not designed to be that difficult. They're designed for you to have second chances where if you mess up, you can still complete the trial because they're designed to be farmable. EX trials are designed to be farmable. When you start getting into stuff like Savages, healer LB is not quite as easy to pull off as some like in earlier tiers of the fight. Yeah, like if you time a good heal LB, you can get through some mechanics. And right now, because like there's echo and like your stuff is over leveled, so like on level Savages, it is not like a heal LB doesn't mean, oh, I'm just going to clear the fight because I got through a mechanic with heal LB. Oftentimes it's okay, maybe we can still meet the DPS check with heal LB. So like on level stuff, heal LB is not quite as I win the game as it is, but the game does eventually gradually make things easier for people who are casual, who like aren't doing it like as stuff comes out, but they're like, oh, we want people to be able to do Savages. So like right now, yeah, you can. There's some mechanics you could heal LB through, like my casual static that I'm leading, for my friend group. There's some mechanics we kind of cheese through because of heal LB, but we're also 6 months removed from the tier, and there's 15% echo. Like the people who were doing the Savages because they wanted to do Savages on level and when they were difficult, like those people already did them 6 months ago. So yeah, I like in Asmongold's stream, like heal LBs are very hype. But EX trials heal LBs are gonna happen, and in his Savages as of right now, they're gonna happen. But heal LBs aren't nearly as free as you get to more difficult content.
I need some
and then-
Toblerone streams, then learn all
Yeah.
this.
And then what was the last part of the question?
Oh, when are we gonna? When is the dream team gonna play FF14?
I don't know, dude.
We've secretly been
waiting.
playing this
Like-
whole time, dude. What you mean?
Like, like as soon as I understand what all that meant, like like. I tried. It was just a lot.
Yeah,
I just hate the grind. I want to do all the cool, fun stuff, which is like you just can't do that in an MMO.
Well, like I was,
Because then, like, if I get there, then I don't know my buttons and what that does, and
Blue mentioned that, and I explained to him. I think it was right before we were recording the Pokemon episode. I was like, Blue, I just played like 20 hours of Pokemon Unite in a week. That was a week ago, and I'm still trying to recover. Like my schedule is still messed up. Like I have no idea how I would be able to grind an MMO. There's no way.
Well, you're gonna try New World, right?
Yeah, it'll probably be casual, but I'll definitely try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it with you.
Although that got
Are you
delayed
gonna
again.
try it, Blue?
what?
New World.
Oh, I don't know. It seems okay. I'm not really into like the open world mechanic of it and how they've designed the game to be like very like emergent gameplay is cool, but I'm just not like. It seems like pretty PvP heavy, and I haven't really played an MMO for PvP yet, so I would be open to it. I mean, if it comes out, I'll probably try it. Yeah.
Yo, grind with us. Day oneers, you know what I'm saying?
Classy asks, picture this. You're in the ring at the main event of WrestleMania. Your opponent can be whoever you want. The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, etc. They're almost down for the count. You just need your finishing move. You can hit him with the rock bottom stunner, frog splash, sweet cheek spit music, RKO, etc. and pin them. Who are you fighting and what's your finishing move? I've thought about this a lot.
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah. I've always wanted to stunner Stone Cold. Give Stone Cold the stunner. That would be great. That would be the ultimate.
I have never watched any of that stuff, but I know some of those names, so I'll just say The Rock because I know The Rock. And while he's lying there, I would jump off the top ropes, in the air, pull down my pants, spread my butt cheeks, land on his face,
Rikishi.
and just light him
That's
up
the
with a fart.
Rikishi.
Yeah,
I
give
forget
him the
what that move
Rikishi.
is called.
I'm just ripping one. You thought a shower wall fart was loud? Just wait. All right. Just wait until you hear me fart in The Rock's face.
The stink face.
The stink face. That's right.
That's what you're gonna give. So wait, who you giving the stink face to?
The Rock.
Okay.
Of course.
What about you, Blue?
You just want The Rock to eat your ass, is what I'm. Is what I got from that.
Blue, don't ruin it. Come on.
Okay, what was the exact question? Because
Like,
I don't want to get this wrong.
You're at a
So
main event at a
you-
WrestleMania, and you get
you're
this.
doing a move to a wrestler.
Yeah,
and what move are you doing?
Yeah, like, and you're like, this is for the winning move. Like,
Dude, the stink face? How would you pin someone after a stink face, dude? That's crazy. Mr.
Yeah,
Fritz
that's
kinky,
not-
dude.
he's stink faced The Rock.
Mr. Fritz kinky, bro. He wants. Okay,
Watch out.
I don't know. That's so. I might not look it right, but I not like anyone knows. I might not sound it, but I actually do love wrestling. So that's so hard for me to pick though. If I was gonna dump a wrestler, dude, like how hype would it be to just like hit Triple H with his own pedigree, like right at WrestleMania, dude? Like that'd be sick.
That'd be so tight.
Like prime Triple H, the ultimate villain. Oh, and you just you beat that dude with his own pedigree. Oh my god, the pedigree! And Jim Ross, the pedigree, the pedigree. It's over. That'd be hype.
That would be sick. So the pedigree on Triple H.
The
That's
reverse
how I feel about.
Triple H.
Yeah, that's how
Or
I feel about
WrestleMania.
doing. Yeah, like doing the stunner on Stone Cold, like his own thing. Have beer in one hand and just have Austin right here. Bah! Let me see. I feel like these next two questions we had were pretty similar. Omega the Hacker asks, what kind of Pokemon would Deku be? I don't know what the fuck that even means, but
Fighting
I'm gonna try
type.
and attempt. I'm gonna try
Electric
and attempt to answer
fighting.
At this rate, he'd be Arceus.
I'm gonna say electric fighting type,
Just gets all the types.
Yeah,
Just
probably
gets
electric type.
all the
but
stuff.
fighting primary.
Fighting. He'd be fighting electric. He would be Electivire. Holy shit.
Well, Electivire isn't fighting type though. He just has a fighting
No,
move.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, do I?
Yep.
Do I?
Sharkboy97 asks, if you had to spend 24 hours with one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, which is war, famine, pestilence, or death, who would you choose and what would you do with them?
Yes. Death. And I'd be like,
I would
show
do
me what.
pestilence and ask him what that means. And explain to me what that is and what you are. Like, what are you? Because I don't know what that means.
I'd go with death and show me like, yo, like, what's it like?
What does pestilence mean?
I mean, I don't know the specific thing, but when I think of pestilence, I think of like diseases and like when I picture it, it's
A
like
contagious or infectious epidemic disease that is virulent and devastating, especially. The bubonic plague would be an example.
there you go.
Damn, Mr. Freak, go on.
Thank you.
So I guess that, because I'm living that currently. Do my normal day. I'd stream with him. Like, yeah, like I got
Yo,
COVID on the stream today.
Hey, yo, what's the other variant? Oh yeah, you guys heard it first.
It'd be like if that Aiden Ross dude, it'd be like one of his streams. A bunch
The
of
Kappa
diseases.
Sigma Zeta.
Yeah, all the diseases would be rolling into my thing. Oh, that's the G5 variant.
Hey.
I don't have a good answer for this, to be honest. I would have just taken Fruit's answer. That's a good answer.
There you go. Carson asks, have we considered playing the new game Splitgate? We meant to talk about that a little bit today. I watched Christian's video on it, and he was frying.
I made a video on it. I also played some in my free time recently. If either of you are down to play, I'm down. It's really fun.
I'm down.
So I looked at it because like the gun design seemed really cool, and I was like, damn, those are really cool guns. And then, but there's something about portals that is so intimidating to me because like it feels
they're not
big
even
brain.
used.
I'm super smooth brain. Like that's like I'm literally playing it like Halo, and then I'm like, oh right, I have portals. Fudge. And then I'm
That's
always
like-
trying to make portal moves, and it usually gets me killed. But I'm like, one day. Or like sometimes, like in that video, for instance, I accidentally did this huge brain play where I set a portal up way on this like the highest point you could at an angle, and then I jumped down to get momentum, put a portal at me, flew literally across the entire map, and it timed perfectly to a guy right there, and I just assassinated him. And I was like, meant to do that. But most of the time, I'm just running into walls.
This question is for Z-Train. Question for Blue. Let's talk about Predecessor for a minute. Were you able to play any games? I was able to play one game as Steel off lane, and I was loving every second of it. My first death came at 38 minutes, and then my team quit on me. Sag. I really need to play some more games. Are you feeling the same way?
So I didn't get to play any games. I tried for I want to say like a total like 4-5 hours total.
Let me
before I
explain
just
it
gave up.
from my viewpoint, because I didn't know what was going on before we even talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I go on Steam. I'm like, Predecessor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Saturday evening. I'm like, bet Blue's grinding. Blue's not even online. I'm like, that's weird. Blue, it's like 110 minutes played. I'm like, that can't be right. And then I asked Blue about it.
Definitely played more.
Yeah, and then this is what he was telling me about.
So yeah, I had I tried for like 2 hours the first day, and I was like, all right, like it's obvious the servers are going to be messed up all day. I'll just try Saturday or something. Saturday comes around, they don't have an update on the servers. I'm like, this sucks. So then Sunday, I was like, all right, I don't care if the servers are dog shit. I don't care for anything. I'm sitting here and I am going to click play so many times. I'm going to restart the game. I am going to get into a game today. Didn't get into a game. I know a lot of people tried the entire weekend and probably got into like 2, maybe 3. And the sucky part is it's 2 or 3 games, but like, you know, some people get kicked. I had a high record of 9 people click the ready button.
Were servers ass, or was just nobody playing it?
The servers were just totally borked.
Okay.
Like people just broke it. Within 15 minutes, they were just absolutely broken. I know people, as soon as the beta came out, people got in, like they got to play one, you know, no strings attached games. Well, one no strings attached game. And then after that, it was just the servers died. So I couldn't get into one.
Did you,
I was very
Christian?
sad.
No, I never got to.
But I did get to play in the creator preview, which was the Tuesday, a couple days before, and I had so much fun. I did a game as Murdoch and I did a game as Kalari, and I just had a blast. It was so awesome, and the polish they put into it was like I legitimately, I said this last podcast, like it just felt like the continuation from Paragon that I played to this game just felt so natural. Like I wasn't expecting it, and then everything just felt like super smooth, and the characters felt really nice, and I felt like I was playing Paragon. Like, but it's not Paragon; it's Predecessor now. So the map changes were so awesome. Like I love what they've done with the map. The jungle feels like a jungle. The map is better than any map that Epic Games did. So, sorry, Epic, no shade to you, but they did such a good job, and I just really want to play more. And yeah, I hope they do another open beta weekend after they fix their servers. Apparently, they just were not ready for the sheer amount of people that were ready to go in.
That's a good sign, though.
Very good sign.
Orange asks, favorite hard-served ice cream flavor and favorite shake flavor. Also, Blue saw Ultima last week, and I'm excited to finally prog the Ultima phase, besides Titan Gowl memes. Also, made my fam frit all if you and Oka want to play sometime. Love the podcast and keep the content going.
Congrats on ooh.
I'm just vanilla, man. Just vanilla. Just very boring. I've learned that about myself as I'm older. Just vanilla shake, vanilla ice cream, and I'm happy.
Don't make it fancy.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
Mint chocolate chip ice cream. But when it comes to shakes, vanilla.
I've become very partial to strawberry. I really mess with strawberry real hard, and then vanilla is definitely still one of my favorite. Yo, cookies and cream though.
Yeah, cookies and cream.
That's a good one.
Cookies and cream shake.
If I do want to get wild with it.
Yeah, Get a little crazy. Congrats on getting to Ultima. You're honestly like 90% done with the fight. Lamau. Well, okay, maybe not 90% done, but like you're now you get to see actual Ultima mechanics, poggers.
The counselor asks, if you could leave your biggest insecurity behind, how would your life be different? There'd be a lot more YouTube videos probably up. I'd tell you that.
Yep.
I feel like there'd be a lot more YouTube videos.
I would be successful.
I don't know. I gotta figure out what my biggest insecurity is.
I feel like Mr. Fruit is a good example of someone who has fought past their insecurities, and he's now in his final or near final form.
Not quite. But yeah, I guess I usually am able to fight through.
It's a skill. It's a rare skill, and he has it.
Omega the Hacker asks, what's the better streaming service, YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook?
The one that doesn't exist yet.
For everything except community, I would say YouTube. But for the community feel and everything, Twitch.
YouTube is catching up, but like
as far
YouTube's
as
definitely behind.
As far as
when it comes
an actual player though goes,
Mhm.
like a video player, latency, quality, the pause and rewind at any time function.
Yeah, that's nuts. I really like that.
Like they have all that stuff down, but then it comes to like chat and
Like pause and rewind
Interaction.
feature on Twitch would be so cool. Like
Technologically, YouTube is tight. It's just Twitch just has such.
yeah, Twitch just has that culture. You can't.
Twitch just has the culture that YouTube just doesn't have.
Yeah.
Twitch is getting close to that Blizzard culture.
Ooh.
Terrible.
Did you?
Kai
Oh wait,
Rani,
did you guys see the news? Like Coca-Cola and State Farm, I think, are pulling out from Overwatch League.
are they really?
They only have 7 sponsors. That's 2 of them.
Wow. That's crazy.
So.
Good though. Fuck Blizzard. Kai Rani asks, good question for Mr. Fruit specifically. Have you played the league game mode Ultimate Spellbook? If so, what was some of your favorite combos? Mine would either be Thresh with Ahri ult or Thresh with Lee Sin ult. I also got Riven and Ahri ult, but that was too disgusting to be my favorite. Is this?
I actually have not, because I only heard about it in PvE, and then I haven't played since it's been on live. But it's just a game mode where they have like Earth or all for one, blah blah blah. It's just like a custom game mode that they'll like feature every now and then. And in this case, you pick a character, but then your ultimate is random.
Oh, so it's like their Tavern Brawl kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Zelzarid asks, I saw Mr. Fruit back Crowsworn, parenthesis, Pog, but did you back the ATLA tabletop? Also, Rob, have you been keeping up with F1? The season is spicy. Yeah, the season is getting spicy. Yeah, I have been watching it, by the way. Everybody getting in wrecks on turn 1 was hilarious.
No, I have
Everyone was-
seen the board game though, and I do want to back it. It's very pog.
You are having a board game night tonight.
I am.
What are you playing?
I know. I bought some recent deck builders.
You love those.
I do. In fact, I found one that's kind of like Pokemon. That I might play with the boys. We'll see. I played it with Claire over the honeymoon, and we played one game. Because then she got very mad at me.
Little Johnny Boy 71. What is your favorite frozen pizza brand? Also, a question for Rob. Have you ever tried a fart in a shower trick Mr. Fruit talked about in the latest
Oh my
Solok
God.
vid? I saw this meme and I don't get what you mean by shower farts.
Dude, big brain, bro. Life hack. Okay, when you're in the
God, here we
shower.
go.
Okay. When you're in the
What kind
shower.
of life hack? What kind of shower fart bring better
listen.
to my life?
Oh, trust. Okay. Once you try it, you'll know. Go into the shower, right? You got to fart. Don't just let it rip. Go against the shower wall. Spread your cheeks. Let that baby out. I'm talking like
My favorite
your neighbors
frozen
will
pizza
hear it, bro.
brand,
It's like
is
it's like
probably like DiGiorno.
instead it's like
Dis-
it's
but that
it's
doesn't
next
save
level.
anything.
It's next level.
You're just weird and like you just want to spread your cheeks. It's okay to want to just spread your cheeks, man.
Dude,
Okay?
Everyone spreads their cheeks.
You gotta try,
Yeah, I
dude.
had to put a suppository up there. All right. There was no fancy hack for that.
It's
all right?
euphoric feeling. Okay.
Okay. But DiGiorno. DiGiorno is the best frozen pizza.
I feel like that's kind of cheating though.
It's not delivery.
DiGiorno.
Ba-da-da.
What do you mean that's cheating? It's
Well,
literally
when I think it's like
frozen pizza.
you're in the frozen pizza aisle.
And DiGiorno's in there.
Well, I'm thinking. Well, I guess that's fair. I thought you meant like you would go to DiGiorno's and get their like pick up and bake things.
DiGiorno doesn't have a pick up and bake thing.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Wait, then who?
You're
You're talking about Costco, aren't
Are you
you?
thinking
No.
of Cece's Pizza?
No.
DiGiorno. Are you
DiGiorno
thinking
doesn't-
of ew? You're thinking of
Oh, Papa
Pepperoni.
Murphy's. That's what I'm thinking of.
Ew, no Papa Murphy's.
Okay,
Ew.
wait, you're right. I thought you were talking about Papa Murphy's. I was like, wait, that doesn't.
No,
I got those
DiGiorno,
mixed up.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
Yeah, I'd
Pick up
probably
and
say.
bake? I was like, what are you talking about?
I was like, is there? A DiGiorno
I don't know if
store?
that's like a big chain, but around here,
Yeah, there's
I
like
make-
a lot-
I knew.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say DiGiorno's a chain.
Oh,
I was
no,
like, this is
DiGiorno's I
not
know.
like you.
Papa Murphy's is
No.
this place. It's like an in between where you can make a custom order, and they'll literally make the whole pizza except for cook it.
It's fucking gross.
So then you just take it, put it in your oven for whatever they say, and then you have it.
Awful
That's
pizza.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not big on it, but
Yeah, I hate it.
in fact, I would.
Just make it for me. That is
eat
my
it.
thing. Just make it for me. Like, why do I have to?
The audacity.
Yeah, no, I did not know about that fart thing. That's weird. What's your favorite brand, Blue? Of
Oh,
frozen
DiGiorno,
pizza?
easy.
Okay, yeah.
It's
what's
not
yours, Mr.
delivery.
Fro?
I wouldn't really say I have one, but I guess if I had to choose, it would be like DiGiorno's
Yeah. DiGiorno.
Wait,
rings.
no, I'm
or
lying.
Red
I'm
Baron.
fucking lying.
I really like Red Baron.
Yeah, I fucking lied to you. It's
Oh, no.
it's HEB down here has sent their own brand of frozen pizzas, and they're Central Market pizzas. They're god tier.
Central Market.
Yeah, sorry, DiGiorno.
Dang. DiGiorno was
He's
stock
rolling in his grave, dude.
Oko asks, have any of you ever gotten casually
Oko!
involved in speedrunning a game? Also turning 21 on Sunday. Any recommendation on
Get
drinks?
fucking wasted.
Dirty Shirley. It's tasty. I like Dirty Shirley's.
Virgin pina colada.
Okay,
My
well, that's-
recommendation to you, Oko, is to get the fruitiest drink you can imagine. Because guess what?
Shirley's is pretty good.
Guess what? There's this macho, like I only drink pure alcohol. I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now, the girly shit has way more alcohol concentration than the
Facts.
IPA bullshit. All right.
Facts.
So you drink your girly shit. You drink your fruity
Yas,
shit. You know
king.
what? When
Yas.
you, look at those, when you look at those IPA chuggers and those fucking,
Yeah.
ooh, how many hops does it have in this? They're drinking that shit and they're over there drinking like no alcohol content. Whereas you're gonna drink some delicious fucking, you're gonna drink a delicious like fucking, I don't know, sex on the
Dirty
beach.
Shirley. Dirty
And
Shirley.
you're gonna be getting buzzed and it's gonna taste great.
Dirty
so they
Shirley.
can
They're,
eat your
they're
ass.
delicious. It's cherry, grenadine, Sprite, and vodka. It's delicious. And it gets you fucked up.
Yeah, fuck toxic masculinity.
That's what-
drink fruity shit.
That's literally what
It
everybody was
tastes
drinking.
good.
That's what everybody was drinking at your wedding, Christian, because I started the Dirty Shirley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was drinking life, baby.
Crystal asks, my husband wanted me to ask, do any of you play games in your free time that you truly enjoy and that you don't record on or stream? Mobile games, PC games, PlayStation games, etc.
Oh my god.
Epic
What is
7.
that?
Epic 7, my waifu gotcha game.
Okay.
Dude, they just collab. What they collabed with freaking RE0, dude. I got my waifu Rim.
Yeah.
Sick. So I played that one without
So that
recording.
is Mr. Fruit's answer. You will
That-
never put out content on that.
Probably not. I mean, there's like
What
this
if they say
PvP mode.
hashtag
That's,
ad?
oh, I literally asked my agent. I was like, "Yo, can you reach out?" Like, I told him too. Is like,
Yeah.
I'll do it for free if they just give me tons of in-game currency. I don't care. I'm addicted. And then, like I've always said, for the most part, it's always been League.
Yeah, I actually haven't been playing a lot of CS lately. I'm kind of in a CS vertigo right now since selling my skins. But yeah, what about do you have anything you play in your free time, Blue? I guess FF, right? Or you stream that though, so that doesn't count.
as-
You've streamed that
Yeah,
before.
as far as like a game I don't stream, which I mean Lamau me streaming, or as far as a game I don't really stream, let me think about this. Oh yeah, Destiny 2, easy. I don't play that shit.
No,
And then I don't
no,
stream that shit.
no. What do you play in your free time that you don't?
Oh
that you
shit! So it
that,
definitely
like,
wasn't Destiny 2.
Yeah, so I was like, whoa.
Fuck
Really?
Yeah, it's
that
like,
game.
have you been lying to us?
Oh,
Okay,
you're one of
game I
those
do
accounts now,
play.
Blue. Okay.
Oh, you're one of those. You're different now, huh? Oh, you think you're cool.
That was a joke.
Okay, a game I don't stream, but I love playing. I haven't streamed Unite, and I play Unite in my free time a lot. But I guess like as far as like an off-brand game, not associated with the team, the only game I really play in my off time that has no relation to us would
You ever
be
go back and play TF2?
not really anymore.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have.
Destiny 1 Trials?
I do still play quite a bit of Pokemon Go in my free time. Well, I did before they reverted all the stupid.
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah, we should have talked about that.
Yeah. Anyways, Niantic, you suck. Revert the changes. I would like to be able to drive in my car to Pokestops without having to like walk outside in front of a restaurant to get the Pokestop. That would be nice. Thanks, Niantic.
Reacher asks, what is your favorite type of tree and why? I like redwoods because they're just huge. They're just big. They're the optimal tree build.
Normal answer for me: the soccer trees. I'm a weeb. I love pink trees. That shit's tight.
I like bonsai trees.
Ooh,
That's a good answer too.
Also a weeb answer.
Thank you.
Let me see. I feel like we've answered one of those. Albel asks if you could have a game pop off in views like Among Us that involved the whole dream team, what would it have been? Involving all of us.
I don't know. What's yeah, but like, is that one you think we would all still be enjoying? I'm trying to think of one that like, because like I would say like Unite, but we've only been playing that for a week, so who knows?
I do enjoy Unite a lot though, so maybe that might be that.
Yeah. I guess for now, I'll just say Unite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unite. No. Well, Rob didn't play with us, so I guess I can't really.
What?
You could.
Are you gonna say Paragon?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, well then predecessor.
I mean, that hasn't even come out, so we can't.
Yeah, Sag.
Ricardio the Heart asks if you guys were an original Yu-Gi-Oh character, who would you guys be and why?
I don't know enough about Yu-Gi-Oh to do anything.
I'd be Kaiba. I'd be rich.
You have to be original.
Oh,
doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be Kaiba. Kaiba's a bad motherfucker, dude.
I would prefer to be a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
I'd be
I prefer to be the
Kaiba's
guy
little brother.
Kaiba's little brother.
You're useless.
Yeah, but
that's not an original character.
Yeah, it is Mokuba, isn't he?
No, I think. Do they mean like your own
original?
Yeah.
Like a deck,
my own
profile.
If you guys were an original Yu-Gi-Oh character, who would you be and why?
Damn. Okay, my bad.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he could mean. He could mean.
Fruit was just. I thought Fruit was just. Yeah, I thought he meant original as in like one of the original characters.
Yeah.
But then like I thought Fruit was talking shit like.
Oh no.
Yeah. No.
I thought like I guess it could be interpreted either way.
Characters.
Yeah, I thought like you had to make your own. So I was like,
so like our OCs, our Yu-Gi-Oh OCs.
Yeah, are we OCs?
But I think you guys might have interpreted it right. I think you're right.
I don't know.
I think it would be if it was an OC, my deck profile would be I would be like someone who had like a Watt deck. So I would just be like this weird
I want only pot of greeds and Karibos.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm sacrificing Karibos for Dark Magician girls.
This weird otaku Watt deck, but like I'm low key cracked. Like they make fun of my Watt cards, but like I'm low key a god. Like everyone's scared of dueling me. So that's exactly. Like no, I would be so unassuming, and people would be like, "Oh, it's just that one weird guy who has a Watt deck," and then boom, like I decimate
I summon.
Kaiba in a duel, and they're like, oh, "Who knew the power of Watt cards could be so strong?"
I summon Pee-Pee, but first to do so, I must sacrifice my poo-poo.
Papa Adam says, just checking in once again. How are you guys doing at the moment? All right.
I've had to pee like you would not believe for a very long time right now. That's how I'm doing.
Okay, we'll push. Mew asks,
I'm about
whatever
to,
happened
let
to
me
Sonic? Just realized haven't seen the homie in a while.
He's literally just in the Intruders video and the Trivia Tricks video.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, this was that was asked today. So there you go.
Well,
There's
still,
like 2 videos of him today. Halcyonic asks, what do you think of the balancing changes for Pokemon Unite? Do you think it's a step to more of a competitive environment? No, not until Zapdos has changed. There's no step in the right direction for competitive.
I don't think it'll ever change. I'll be honest. I think they're going to change very little about it. I would prefer they just half the amount you get from Zapdos. Like that alone. Like a swing of 250 points is a lot and can change a game. But 500 is literally, you don't have, as long as you can win one fight 8 minutes in and everything else doesn't matter, then you could win the game. I don't think they're going to change much. And the biggest problem is the fact that it gives instant dunks as well. So like either have the points or don't give instant dunks, or someone had this idea, which I think is good. Instead of giving instant dunks, give everyone who kills Zapdos that passive item that lets you dunk faster. So it like has the time of dunking, but not immediate, but so there's actually some counterplay.
I like that.
I think the character balance is actually pretty good, and I would agree with Fruit. I think they should just give you 25 points for dunking with Zapdos, because the insta dunks is already ridiculously powerful, and the fact you get double points at the end of the last 2 minutes is already ridiculous.
Yep. Our first three games yesterday of Masters, literally first 2 dominating, lost because of Zapdos. Third one, we were getting dominated and won because of Zapdos.
And the worst part is it didn't even feel good. Like losing because of a huge Zapdos swing sucks. Winning because of a huge Zapdos swing sucks. Because we might be like, hey, we won that. Yeah, but for 9 minutes, I wasn't even having fun. And I was like, we should lose this game. Why did we just win this game?
I think Versus sent us a surrender thing. Like
no, that was me.
Oh, that was you?
That was me. I was like, dude, just get me out of here. Like, I don't even care.
That was Versus.
No, after like, we were already down like 50 points in ranked. And I'm like, I've already given up on ranked.
Come on, guys, we got
I know,
this guy.
but like I told you, like once we hit 1100 ever, it's like I'm done. So I'm like, all right, yeah, rank's done. I'll just play some normals.
That was funny.
The one game too that I've ever done that, and we ended up getting Zapdos and winning. Go figure.
Lil Risque says, have you guys seen Future Men on Hulu? It's a sci-fi show where a janitor has to go back in time to cockblock his boss from getting herpes to prevent a future apocalypse, but continues to mess up the timeline. Do you guys have any shows recommending on your end? Also, Mr. Fruit, where's PT?
Oh, that's
it's in my PlayStation. That's literally.
Yeah, frankly, no, I haven't.
It's like I think I gave you that PlayStation.
I literally just forgot. Let me put it down.
He selectively forgot because he's gonna piss his pants.
I will. What was the other shows? I haven't seen Future Man. As for shows I'd recommend,
I haven't seen Future Man either. I'm still watching Dexter right now. I'm currently in the Trinity Killer season.
I'm on Ted Lasso season 2, and Ted Lasso's great. Blue,
you watching anything, Blue?
Not really. I haven't really been. No, just a bunch of Marvel shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then I've been watching Bad Batch a little bit, I guess, but I don't know. Bad Batch is like white noise. I throw it on whenever I'm bored. I don't know. That show's okay, I guess. I'm not invested in it.
Is the Trinity Killer season, Blue, when Dexter really hits its stride? Like, is that like when Dexter's kind of at its best? Because I think it's really awesome right now. This season's particularly.
I don't want to like give you any like quality spoilers.
I know it gets bad at some point.
I'll just say you'll know when it's bad.
Okay.
Like when it's good, enjoy when it's good. You'll know when it's bad.
Potato asks for Blue. What are a few tips for someone wanting to try and get into Final Fantasy but is scared to getting without friends to play it with?
It's a very social game, so if you don't want
Yeah, it's
to,
a good one. This is a good one.
I don't think you should worry too much about like the first thing you should do is enjoy just like going through the main story. Like if it's daunting or anything, don't worry about doing like anything else. Just play through the main story. Play it like you're playing like a normal Final Fantasy game story. The game is real social though, so I would highly recommend you play it with like someone else at least, because I don't know. It's just like any social co-op game. Like there's always going to be like a little sense of, well, I don't have anyone to play with, So
I feel like there's got to be like Discords or LFGs or something like that, like built into the game almost.
there's tons of LFGs, but like having a friend definitely makes it easier. So
For sure.
I don't know, and maybe you'll start playing it and you'll find friends in the game. Who knows?
Shoe Pack asks, what is the best time of day and why is it the best? I like evening, like sunset, like 7 to 8, because more often than not, I'm like, okay, my day is done. Like now I get to just literally sit here and do nothing. Like I just finally get to just sit here and just sit. So yeah, probably that.
I'm just eternally nighttime gang.
Yeah.
Just pretty much always nighttime gang. Mr.
Yeah.
Fruit will tell you. Mr. Fruit will tell you
The
the
morning.
morning.
Yeah, he's a morning guy.
That dude loves mornings.
I've gotten appreciation for the mornings. But like it still sucks waking up. Like I'm never just like, wow,
Yay,
let's
what a great day.
yeah, let's just hop out of bed and skippity doo. Like that's just
Yay.
yeah. I'm like, great, another day. It's like in this world. Like, I guess I'll go stream today. I want to wait for this question for Mr. Fruit to get back, but I'll go for it, and we'll try and dissect it as he comes back. Ezra asks, question for the podcast. Let's say you have a lamp on, and it's a 2-minute timer.
Oh.
What, you've heard this before?
No, it's gonna be a long question one again.
Oh.
I can't do this, but let's do this.
Okay, if you turn the lamp on, then wait 1 minute, then turn it off, then wait 30 seconds, then turn it back on, then wait 15 seconds, then turn it back on, then wait 7.5 seconds, then turn it back on, and so on and so forth. When the 2-minute timer is finished, will the lamp be on or off? This question is called a super task. This question is called bullshit. Is what
I don't like this, and I'm going
like. What
to
am I supposed to figure out? So we wait 1 minute, then turn it off. So at 1 minute, it's off. Then I wait 30 seconds. So at 1:30, it's off. Okay, right? So at 1:30, it's on. Okay, so 1:30, it's on. And then 1:45. Okay, here he is. All right. Hey, we need you. Hey, we need you.
I thought I was going to die.
So pay attention.
All right.
This question is specifically like for you. Not really, but you know what I mean. Ezra asks, questions for the podcast. Let's say you have a lamp and a 2-minute timer, okay? If you turn the lamp on, then wait 1 minute, then turn it off, then wait 30 seconds, then turn it back on, then wait 15 seconds, then turn it back off, then wait 7.5 seconds, then turn it back on, and so on and so forth. When the 2-minute timer is finished, will the lamp be on or off? This question is called a super task.
What does it mean, super task?
I don't know. Just the kind of question it is, I guess.
Could
So
you
at a minute, it's
wait,
on.
copy paste it?
Okay.
Because I'm way more visual. Just put it in subscriber chat.
Okay. Boom.
Let's say you have a lamp for 2 minutes timer. Turn the lamp on.
So the lamp is on at a minute, right?
And turn it off.
Oh no, I turn it off at a minute. So it's off at a minute. And then it's on at 1:30, right? And then at 1:45, it's off. And then at 152.5, it's on. Okay, so what's half of 7.5? 3.5?
So now I'm at 150.
No, it's 3.75.
Okay, so 3.75 plus 154 or 152.5 is 155. And so at 155 it's back off. So now what's half of 3.5 is 175. So at 1 minute 56, but does it ever turn back on? Because you're just going lower. Will I ever get to 2 minutes?
No.
Is that the answer? I never get to 2 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, the exact answer I know, but like you could just keep cutting it over and 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 over.
That is what we call it.
Because
that's an improper fraction too.
There's no limit to a small number, so you would just keep going and going.
But once you wouldn't eventually hit.
Like, you can get all the way down to like 1 millionth of a second, and then 2 millionth, and then 4 millionth, and 8 million.
That makes sense. So yeah, you don't get to 2 minutes ever, but I got pretty close. I saw my math.
It would get close. You could get as close as possible, but you'll never get there.
Because at some point you're just cutting milliseconds and fractions, and that millisecond is never going to catch up to that millisecond because now you have this one that's down.
Not to mention too that you've probably shorted the outlet or something by that point. To be honest, so there.
And yeah, that's the last question of the podcast. They tried to trip us up there, but Mr. Fruit was there to save us.
I came back with a clear head without pee, so easy.
Nice.
Thank you everybody for listening to this episode of the GG Over Easy podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed, whether you're watching or listening, wherever you do it. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Farewell.